today?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's Tuesday night. We're back on the nightly
Oh,
episode of recordings for the first time in a while.
late nights.
We skipped a week last week. It was a long week for me personally, just because my parents were gone and my dogs are high maintenance and literally took it out of me. I didn't
I
sleep in my own bed all week last week. I slept on the couch 4 days in my parents' bed the other day because the dogs refused to sleep in my bed or anywhere else. Um, So yeah, I was really tired. Didn't want to do an episode last week, to be completely honest with you. So,
I get it. I totally get it.
but we're back today, so that's cool.
We are back.
And we have
Exciting week
some stuff
this
to talk
week.
about because we didn't talk about Singapore last week, obviously with no episode. The race itself wasn't crazy interesting, but there's some
A
moments
little
that we need to
pinpoint.
discuss.
Yeah, a couple pinpoint.
But I say we do it a little bit backwards today. Let's talk some
Okay.
F1 news. We're gonna do the race after that.
Good. Lots of news, I feel recently. Small news, but
Small
news.
news, but a lot of news. Um, Really the big one that we need to talk about before going into the race because there's two and then the other two we're going to say for after. Apple TV is
Yeah.
going to have the rights to F1, which is
I'm kind of upset
interesting.
about it. I mean, I still have the F1 TV, so I'm not concerned about me viewing it per se, but I'm a little upset about it. I don't know you. That actually kind of
I
ticked me
mean,
off when I saw
I would be really annoyed if I didn't have Apple TV, but we have Apple TV, so it's fine. But
that. I
I
I
do
don't
use YouTube TV and it's really easy and just
That's what
the
I said. I don't have Apple TV. Like I said, I have the F1 TV, so it's not too big of a problem for me, but like I don't know, that just kind of really made me upset seeing that, and I feel like I love that F1 has gotten so popular in the past couple years or whatever, whatnot, but it's like very frustrating to see how monetized it's become, if that makes any sense.
yeah. Which it's not shocking. Like you got to do what you got
It's
to do. They're
it's
running a
not
business, but
shocking. Like it was rough to see Rolex leave,
I think they
like
could have probably
yeah.
like gotten the same amount of money from basically any company though. So like
Yeah, which makes sense. Like I don't know who has the rights right now. I don't know if it's like
Sky
yes.
Sports has it, ESPN has it.
So is Sky Sports losing their rights?
I don't
If
think
I'm
Sky Sports is. I could be wrong about that, but they actually might just because the whole thing that's putting it to a standstill right now and how it hasn't been officially announced is they're trying to figure out how it's going to integrate with F1 TV because a lot of the
Yeah.
same features are going to be needed on Apple TV and it's just going to be hard to do. So Sky Sports might lose it. I don't know how that's going to work. That would suck if we had to get new announcers because that would
That would
take the fun
blow.
away. Um,
That's what
but I
it's just gonna
know
I kind of hate it.
ESPN definitely uses the Sky Sports broadcast, so that I know for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, just kind of irked me the wrong way seeing that personally. I don't know, I just don't like it. It's giving Miami if you get what I'm going towards.
I get what you're saying there. I dropped a baseball. Don't mind me.
Yeah, it's giving Miami. Like that was a Miami type of deal right there. That was a Miami GP, wow, type of deal right there.
Yeah, you get it though, because like the F1 movie's going on Apple TV too. Like it was produced by
Does it
Hamilton F1
really? I
originally.
don't have why.
I have
I
it, so don't worry when you come. Actually, well, it's not going to be on Apple TV when you come for Vegas.
really
It's
shut
coming off
up.
in December, so um,
Like I'll have
which
to
I
give it a
saw
try.
today. But definitely interesting, definitely something to monitor. And then the other one I wanted to talk about before we talk the race, George Russell still hasn't been signed, which is very interesting to me.
Weird.
Do we have any guesses as to why?
Um, I don't even know is Kimmy even officially assigned? I would say I guess there's a little bit of contingency, not contingency, but a little bit of going around Russell being signed per se. I would say like Kimmy's verbally signed to Mercedes based off what Toto said.
So is Russell though. Like,
So is Russell, but I feel like Kimmy's been more in the spotlight given that he's the rookie and he could move around a little more than maybe you would see Russell. So I feel like I feel like there's no doubt that Russell's still staying on Mercedes. I think it's just he hasn't been in the news as much recently. Maybe maybe the results of this past race might change that, but
Hasn't yet. So,
It
which is so
hasn't
weird because
yet.
like it doesn't seem like there was much news in silly season. There hasn't been really much driver news in general. Like the only driver news we've had is Cadillac.
Yeah, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's all just been like unofficial confirmations of who's staying where. Like
We
I
don't
don't
know
think
anything about Red Bull or
Max.
RB. Like
I was gonna
nothing,
say
none of that's official.
I don't think Max is even officially signed with Red Bull, but
Well,
it's
Max
been
is officially
verbally
signed just
said.
because he was contracted for next year anyway. So it
Well,
wouldn't matter.
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like it's not been officially declared that these are the drivers for Red Bull.
Oh
Like
yes,
all
yes.
just been verbal, aside from contracts, like it's all just been a very verbal.
We uh we might
Yeah,
I keep saying we need to do it, but we need to do the predictions again because nothing's happened.
we do need to do the predictions again. I'm wondering if
But then again, nothing's gonna change. Like we kind of know now.
it's especially with what they've confirmed with Cadillac, I think it's kind of a set in stone. I mean, the only thing I would say that would change it maybe be
RB,
Alpine.
Red Bull, Alpine, really that's it. So
You know, it looks like we've got a break October 24th weekend, the weekend before
we got
Vegas.
2 weeks.
We could do our
All right. Because next week, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later, there might be some vlog action. So we'll explain a little bit later in the episode. But for now, I say we recap this race because it'll
yeah, let's
probably
do
be
it.
pretty quick just because there isn't much to talk about
Is
except
it too
for the
fancy?
gameplay. So, um, Singapore Grand Prix, as always, is a just nightmare of conditions for the drivers, as always. Never see
Hot,
it.
humid, gross,
Um,
rainy.
and of course, last year, as we saw in Drive to Survive, George Russell literally had a panic attack and threw up in the locker room because he
I
was so
saw
hot and tired.
I saw Kimmy yacked in the seat. I don't know if you saw
I did
that.
not see that. That's crazy.
I think it was in Singapore. I could be wrong, but
I'm
I
sure
saw
it was. But
people
that was where
saying that.
Logan Sargent
Yeah.
retired from the race because he wasn't feeling good. Like Singapore
Yeah.
has his number on people. Um, However, even though Russell had all of his moments last year, he was on pole. I don't know how, but George Russell showed up this weekend, was on pole.
Something happened.
Max in second, Oscar in third, Kimi in fourth, Lando in fifth, and note the McLaren's position because that's going to be very important in about 10 seconds when we tell you exactly what happens because start of
Yep.
the race happens. Nothing changes in the top two. Russell and Verstappen stay one and two and drive away like they always do, right? Lando gets a better start than Kimi, gets past him, and is immediately threatening not only for third but for second. He's going trying to go from fifth to second. In doing this, nearly makes contact with Max,
Yep.
does make contact with Oscar, passes Oscar, almost puts Oscar in the wall, but takes third position and goes from fifth to third. First time in a while he's actually been truly aggressive. However, this really annoys Oscar. So, what are we thinking there?
You know, I get it. I think the whole kind of thing with that was the whole debate on whether he should give Oscar the spot back because of the contact. But I think it was a fair play. I mean, he sat behind Oscar. He had a great start. I mean, Kimmy could have also been a factor in that entire equation, and he just wasn't. And I think that kind of helped him go and hit Oscar and
I don't
potentially hit with Max.
I don't think it was particularly Lando's fault. It was more
I
so
don't think it was Lando's fault at all. I think
the
it was
double standards of McLaren are a little apparent, but
it's a little apparent, but it's like I said, I think Lando just got a really good start. Finally,
well,
the
the
past,
reason they were
but
discussing it was I believe it was Imola when Oscar basically punted Lando off the track, took the spot and drove away, and they made him swap the positions back. I think the difference in that one was that Oscar wasn't forced to do that. Where in this case, they were making the argument that Lando was going to hit Max if he didn't do that. And Oscar's argument right back was, well, if he's taking avoiding action and hitting his teammate, that doesn't seem like he's doing a pretty good job of avoiding.
yeah, but it was also like yeah, I guess, but I don't know. I don't want to seem biased towards Lando per se, but like I said, like it's the start of the race. Everything is unpredictable. If it was in the middle of the race and they were just side by side racing each other and he pulled something like that, fair. I think that would be something that would be comparable to what happened in previous races. But I think if it's a start, he gets a better start somehow and he does pass. And if it's up to him, either he's crashing the car or he's getting a 10-second penalty for hitting, for instance, Max. I would almost say it was worth just
Taking the
love
penalty of
tapping Oscar, you know?
yeah, it's certainly
But
it's
it's like,
something to
like
discuss.
I look at it in the sense like if it was Kimmy in third that was sitting like that and Lando had done the same thing, I don't think it would have been questioned whether Lando had hit him intentionally or not, you know?
Yeah, I agree. There's more to it, and there will be more to discuss when we're done here. But until then, let's just keep going with the race before we get to the more juicy stuff.
Yeah.
During this whole ordeal, Kimmy falls all the way down to sixth, with Charles moving up to fifth, Oscar falling down to fourth, and Lando up to third. However, Lando has damage to the end plate after the contact, which he actually got from hitting Max. It wasn't from hitting Oscar. Um, but he continues, doesn't seem to give him an issue. But I actually doubled down on this twice. Oscar is very, very mad, and Oscar is as mad as I've ever seen. Like he was fuming because McLaren deems that Lando had to take avoiding action, doesn't give the position back, and Oscar, it's very evident that he is starting to feel the pressure a bit because he's normally cool, calm, and collected, and he's not been.
Could be a very, very hot topic and very, I can't think of the word off the top of my head right now, but um controversial opinion of
Debated. Yeah.
mine. I think Oscar is acting the way that Lando was acting last year when he
I
started. Okay.
fully agree with you because I
Are
was
we
about to say
thinking
the
the
same
same
thing because
here? I think
I
the pressure is getting, and I think
and it's pretty evident that Lando is kind of matured on that because like
I
he's
agree.
starting to think a little bit more for himself. He's starting to be a little bit more aggressive, and it shows in the first wave of pit stops too. They were trying to cover Oscar from Leclerc and said, ask Lando if they can pit Oscar first to make sure they cover off Leclerc. Lando said no. They gave him the option because he was ahead. Lando said no, took the pit stop first, then had Oscar pit because he wanted to make sure that he was ahead. And I think that's what you need to do as a championship in the championship.
I
So
mean, and that's what I said, and I think it goes back to conversations we had before as well with the whole papaya rules and everything. At one point, do you just let them race? Like, yeah, we're a team, but McLaren's already
they've won the constructors already.
won. They've won. So at this point, it's anybody's game. I mean, for God forbid, Max. I don't know where Max sits now anymore, but God forbid Max is going to come back up. I
I
mean,
don't
we don't
believe
know.
he made
So
up that much space just
I
because
don't think he did either, but I know we talked about it a little bit last time.
it's
But
doable, but it's
it's
not probable,
doable. It's very doable, but
not entirely probable. So,
exactly.
but
Correlation, I mean causation.
we continue. Oscar obviously does not pit first. Lando does. In this time that this is all happening, Hadjar gets told that he has a engine problem, and then Oscar
Uh,
pits. Typical McLaren fashion. 5.2 second pit stop. And suddenly Oscar is
yeah, I
somewhat
don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like their pit stops have been a
shaky.
little shaky. Yeah.
So Oscar kind of got the Lando treatment and got screwed this week. But he was somehow not the worst pit stop because literally the next lap down, Fernando Alonso has a slow stop after having one of the best first stints of anyone on the track, has a 9.2 second pit stop, undoes everything that he just did, threatens to hang the or pull the radio out of the
The
car,
radio, yeah.
and fell all the way to 15th. So that was fun. Typical Fernando action.
I'm gonna blame it being Singapore on those pit stops. I'm not gonna lie.
There's
That's
malfunctions
that.
all
It's
around.
yeah,
So
that's that. I'm just gonna blame it being in Singapore. I have no other. Something probably melted. Who knows?
literally, so which also helped that Max was struggling with his car. He was having issues as well, just running on that. Other than that, nothing really happened. Nico spun off on lap 45, didn't continue. No one retired, I believe. Lando and Max had a 15 lap battle for second. Max never let it up, and it ended that way. It was Russell winning. Max in second, Lando in third, Oscar in fourth, and Kimi made the spot back up in the fifth. McLaren won the constructors. Not much to talk about there. Not that shocking.
Oh,
But the drama did not stop there because as
first
Zach
time.
Brown is giving the congratulations speech to everyone on Oscar's radio, Oscar pulled the radio out and stopped listening. And then they proceeded to celebrate without him while Oscar was getting interviewed. So I wrote Trouble in Paradise, which will be the episode name for sure.
Yeah.
Um, where do we go from here?
I don't know. What are Again, I think it just reiterates what I just said. I think Oscar is acting in the way that Lando was acting last year, and I would say I would say that any person who was up for a very good contender up for winning, I would say would act this way, especially if they haven't won before. I wouldn't expect Max to be acting this way, or Lewis, or Alonso. Anyways, but it's like not that it's an excuse, but I understand. I think I understand where he's coming from. It's frustrating. He's obviously shown a lot of dominance throughout the majority of the season, and I think there's just a lot of factors. I mean, it plays into papaya rules, like, okay, are they just gonna give the favoritism to Oscar because he's ahead? Or are we just gonna let them race? Which I think they've kind of been starting to do, and I think that is really gonna show who's gonna pull ahead and who's actually going to finish. And I think Oscar's kind of falling to the pressure. I think McLaren at the beginning of the season may have babied a little bit. I think they babied both of them a little bit in terms of giving one-ups here and there. And I think they've kind of stopped, and I think it's starting to show.
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. I have
Yeah, I
nothing more to
mean,
add to that.
I mean, I would say Lando is probably Zach Brown's like golden child. I think everybody can kind of admit that.
He's been with them since the beginning, so
I
totally.
know. I think everybody can admit that, which is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think they don't appreciate Oscar and not give him like it's not a Carlos and Ferrari type of situation, if that makes sense. But I can see where the frustration coming from, and I look at it in the sense that if Oscar can, I guess, mature in the way that maybe Lando has or any driver in that sense has next year, I think it'll be a pretty all things considered, pretty interesting fight. I don't know.
Interesting
Yeah.
opportunity. We'll see how it goes.
I don't know. It'll I mean, we don't have that many races left, so
Exactly. But speaking of the races we have left, this weekend's the USA Grand Prix in
yeah.
Texas. And guess who's going? But Miss Sydney Rupert.
I'm excited. I leave Thursday.
Such a wild, wild opportunity because I had the opportunity to go. But I hear you got an itinerary and I would like to hear about it. So
I
please
have some sort of itinerary.
take it
I
away.
can do a quick baby walkthrough. Let me check. I got this down to about the hour. It's actually really cool. They have a whole app and you can like schedule on the app what you want. So cool. But I mean, long story short, from rumors that I have heard, my plan, if I can find, which I can't, if I can find, yeah, if I can find there it is. So I've heard from the grapevine that there's lots of merch that gets handed out in driver Q&As. So my goal this weekend is to attend as many driver Q&As as possible, see what I can acquire. My plan is to go to sprint
Maybe
qualifying.
get two of each at every driver Q&A if you.
That's what I'm saying. See, see, see.
Yeah.
Obviously attend sprint qualifying, please and thank you. I did
You
find
getting a sprint weekend is I
I
can't believe I
I
couldn't
forgot that
do
it was a
this.
sprint weekend when I first bought the tickets, and then I was like, oh wait,
I cannot believe I did not take this opportunity. I'm so mad.
I'm very excited.
Uh,
But yeah, so I've got it where Friday I've got a Q&A, then first practice, and then couple hours, and then we've got sprint qualifying, and then there's the McLaren Zone Studio. So it's in downtown Austin, and I guess they're doing like a bunch of different things, and like I think there's an old car that they're showing off. I don't know, we're gonna go find out. I found it online. And
You
then
can leave the track and go back, right? Like,
yeah, so we get wristbands. So I actually get a wristband and came in the mail.
hmm,
And then Saturday, again, driver Q&A. Then I've got 3 hours in between to wander.
to
And then we have the sprint
relax.
race. Yeah, we have the sprint race at noon.
Hmm.
So sprint race, and then we have qualifying at 4. So everything is very spaced out. And
Well,
then
it's not though, because like the race is going to be an hour and a half. Like
it is, yeah, like sprint race,
you have
I
like
think
an
it's like
hour and a
a
half to chill, but then like probably like 3 o'clock you have to go and start
go
getting
and
in
find a
again.
spot. Exactly. So it's like it's spaced out, but it's not, yeah. And then, Garth Brooks concert. I'm excited for that.
That I did not know about.
Yeah. And then Sunday, the driver's parade, and then we've got the race and then another concert.
So you fly home Sunday night?
I fly home Monday night.
Ah, smart. Very,
Yeah.
very smart.
Yeah. They have a bunch of different things though. They've got like like actual F1 simulators you can drive, and
I
then
think
there's
you have to
like
do that.
mini golf. There's a Porsche race. I forget what the race is, but there's an additional race going on this weekend.
Is there F2 this weekend?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't know. I actually haven't even looked, but it's some type of Porsche race. I forget what it is.
Interesting.
Then, yeah, there's a bunch of interviews. There's a thing called the ranch I think I need to check out. I think it was
So
there
what I'm
last year.
hearing is this is going to be an incredible weekend.
I'm excited. I'm bringing my disposable camera. I'm gonna vlog. I'm gonna have the time of my life.
Can you
My
vlog
suit.
on the dispo camera? Like, is it record
No,
video
no,
too?
no, it's just pictures.
So how are you vlogging? Just phone?
My phone.
All right, good.
But my suitcase is already packed, if that says anything about how excited I am.
We are
So
th 2 days ahead of schedule, which is
I am
very rare for you. Very,
I
very
am
rare
two
for you.
days ahead of schedule. I did all my laundry yesterday, and
We're ready
yeah,
to go.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave tomorrow, and apparently I found out one of my coworkers is going as well.
Mr. Peter Marsh is going.
Peter Marsh is going. I think one of my other friends is going, supposedly. I'm sure there's a couple other people. There's a couple influencers I follow that are also going. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I wish Mr. Dillon was coming with, but
Next
I
year.
understand.
Montreal's happening next year, and we're gonna
I
make sure of that.
understand. Yeah, just make sure your passport's valid. Mine expires in like 2027,
Ooh, I
so
might need to check that.
yeah.
Oh boy. But that's a problem for not today. Very jealous of you. We'll have
It's
some vlog content. I'm gonna remind you a lot. Just to,
I I got it. We'll
oh,
post some stuff.
we got it. We got it.
Post some stuff on the Insta. Plug in the Insta. Go
Plug in the
like,
Insta.
follow, please.
I'll
Share with
give
your
you
friends.
access. You can put some stories up if you want. Let's go. Do that.
I
But
love it.
speaking of the race, because obviously Sydney's gonna be there, so she's gonna have some predictions that she has to make. Let's do F1 Predict. Let's get it open.
No.
I thought it wasn't going to be out today, but it is out, and I have already done my top three.
Is it out today already? I'm not. Dude, it's getting way too hard to do this predict stuff because it has been changing, fluctuating so much. I mean, God forbid we're gonna have another Nico podium. I don't know what's gonna happen this weekend.
Promise you that won't happen.
All right, top three.
I'm going to delete this because you have to go first. I'm typing it out right now, but she can.
I'm just gonna go. I mean, I'm gonna go with what I think.
We don't say it yet, but we do know what that's going to be. So, question number two.
You know who would be my pole position? Danny Rick. Anyways.
That was like a really good fake cry. I don't know where that came from. Oh boy.
Okay.
All right. So, how many teams will score points in the sprint? Eight teams get points in the sprint. So, what are we saying? I think both McLarens, Max, George, both Ferraris, and Kimmy.
So 4 teams.
So seven, yeah. Wait,
I
did I
want to
do
do
that right?
I'm
What
gonna
the
do
heck did
five.
I just do? I don't know what I just did.
You counted the drivers. You have
No, Max
McLaren.
Lando. I'm trying to count. Max Lando, Oscar, George, both Ferraris and Kimi. So yeah, four teams.
Yeah,
That's
so you have four teams. I'm gonna do five.
four seems like a bad idea, but I'm gonna roll with it because I have a feeling someone's gonna mess up like they always do.
Probably. We don't talk about it. It's fine.
Who will finish ahead in the sprint between Fernando Alonso, Isaac Hadjar, and Nico? I say it at the exact same time because I think we're gonna have the same answer. Let's
Three,
count down from
two,
three. Three,
three,
two,
two,
one.
one.
Hadjar. Yeah.
Yep.
Who
Okay.
will take pole position for the Grand Prix?
I'm gonna hold it. I think it's gonna say my number one. So
So are you going three, two, one again?
sure. I already put mine down. So
Oh, for pole. Okay, fine. Mine is also the same, so I'll skip.
okay, perfect.
Who will qualify highest for the Grand Prix between Russell, Leclerc, Hamilton, and Kimi Antonelli? I think this is a pretty easy one. I think it's George Russell, Mr.
I
Consistency. He has
I
looked
agree.
fantastic the last couple weeks.
I
Uh,
would honestly say Russell or Hamilton for some reason. I'm feeling a good Hamilton
I
race this.
keep getting on the Hamilton train and it is not working. Like
I'm
I've done it
I'm
like
feeling
three
a
times. It just
Hamilton.
hasn't
I'm
done it.
feeling a Hamilton this weekend.
Although he did win a sprint already this year, so
I feel like he always does pretty well in sprints.
he does because he doesn't have to think about strategy and Ferrari doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Who will finish ahead in the race between Bortoleto, Yuki, Behrman, and Gasly?
I'm gonna go Behrman. It's a
I was
Haas. It's a home
also thinking
race.
that, but now that you said that, I don't think I can do it.
It's a home race. I say do it. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
We still have
Oh
more
yeah,
questions.
home race? Hell yeah. Which team will score most points this weekend between Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull Racing?
I'm gonna say
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Yeah,
We're
Mercedes.
on the same wavelength today. I think this is not shocking. I'm also going to double down on it. Ah, no, I'm not.
Who will set
Uh,
the fastest pit stop time
not
of the
McLaren because apparently they forgot how to do them. So I don't think we've had a fastest pit stop from Red Bull in a while. So I'm going to
I
go with
was
that one.
just thinking Red Bull.
We
I'll put
really,
Ferrari.
we are really
I'll,
on the same page today.
I'll put Ferrari. I'll double down on that one. I doubt it, but I'll double down.
How many cars will complete the first lap of the Grand Prix? We have not seen any carnage lately. I'm going everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be a crash in the first lap. I'm going all 20.
How many cars will complete the first? Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I think that's a pretty. Will the safety car or virtual safety car be required during the Grand Prix?
Yes, because the racing's always so good that like something happens every time. Like I'm gonna
I
say
would
yes.
say I'm gonna say yes, but I'm gonna say yes in the sense that I have a feeling that somebody's gonna have car problems.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So that does it
Cool.
for the F1 predict, and obviously we have our one more thing that we have to do, and that is the actual race predictions. City did get 2 points last week with Lando finishing third. Um, it was literally between Lando for both of us because I had Lando getting second and he was fighting for second the entire time. So
Yeah.
City's now up 6 points, which is really annoying. And because I'm a cheater, we're adding an extra point, extra spot today.
I honestly think we should have been doing it. I
For the
mean,
sprints, I don't think we really had the opportunity to do it. So
I
this
don't think we did, but I like the idea. I think we should continue doing that with sprints. I think we
so
have another race.
especially now because the winners seem to be kind of wide open now. It's not just McLaren completely dominating anymore, which is cool. We're gonna pick the winner of the sprint race as a sprint bonus. How much should we count it for? 2 points, 3 points?
Let's do 2 points.
We'll do it for 2 points, the sprint winner. And I think we start with that because
Okay.
that was obviously the first one
That's
that we had
fair.
to deal with.
I like it. I
And I'll let
like
you go
it.
first because you're winning.
You know what? I'm gonna go Hamilton. Why not?
All right. I would love that. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be
I don't
cool.
think it is either, but why not?
Um, who won Coda last year?
I don't even know. Danny Rick? No, I think he was gone by then.
Coda 2024 was Charles. That's
Really?
interesting.
What was that
It's
one
actually a
picture?
Ferrari one too. It was Charles, then Sainz, then Max. I did not realize that.
Really?
Interesting. I don't think that means anything. I don't think Ferrari is going to do anything like that again. I'm going to go with sprint race winner being Mr. Max Verstappen, just because I think he needs it and I think he's back. And I really am scared.
I like it. I'm also a little nervous, but I like it. I like it. I think it's a solid choice.
Now, that leaves the top five for you. And I will let you go first and then we'll do the bonuses. So let's hear it.
Okay. Well, let me do 4 and 5. Let me think here. Hmm. 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 Mm, you know what? Just because I can, and I haven't seen a good one in a while,
Oh
and
my
forfeit,
Lord.
I'm gonna forfeit some
You
points.
are
Okay.
getting very, very overconfident here. Every point
Okay.
counts now. So, would you like to tell the audience who can't see
I
your
would love to. Okay, P1, we've got Lando. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I need a good Lando win here. We gotta gain some points here. And why not? I don't know. And then obviously, if Lando's not winning, or if Lando is winning, we're gonna have Oscar in P2. Again, pretty self-explanatory. I think I did a little different. I think I might have done a little different than you did or are going to do here. Put George in P3. I think we might have Mr. Consistency back. Mercedes looks like it's back in full swing, especially with how Kimmy did last weekend, or not last weekend, the weekend before. Um, I'm sure there were a few updates there, and I think it's hopefully working. P4 I think is Mr. Tried and True Max Verstappen. Will he ever get it out of the top five more than 2 races in a row?
No.
No.
He also got second last week. I don't know
So
what you're talking
Max
about.
Verstappen by choice. I will say by
Okay, okay,
choice.
okay, okay.
By choice.
Now,
We're gonna have
please tell everyone who got fifth, Sid. I would love to hear you explain this.
and because I can and because I want to, and it is Coda, and I'm gonna be there. So maybe the power of me being there is going to will this to happen. And as we know, Haas is our only American team. I have put Esty Bestie as our P5 this weekend, and I don't want to hear any blasphemy about it.
I'm not complaining about it. I really am not.
I
I've
I
already determined I don't care what my bonus is. I'm putting SD as my bonus, and
thank
we're gonna see how it goes.
you. I feel it in my soul that my SD besties Haas is going to excel this weekend. You know what? Even if it's not SD bestie, let's get Ollie up there. Why not? Give the kid some good
I
graces.
hope
You know,
SD Bestie gets fifth, just because I think the vlog content that you will have if that happens would
it's
be
over.
unbelievable. All
Oh, it'll be
right.
awesome.
So
Oh, I love
it is my turn. I don't have the freedom to do crazy stuff like that.
it.
I'm down 6 points. I need to figure this out. So I'm running out of time and I do not want to lose this. So P5. I'm actually thinking about this now. None of us have hit a bonus yet. It's gonna come down to the last race. We're gonna be like 2 points
Oh,
between each other, and
fully. And
someone's gonna hit it.
we're both probably gonna get the bonus
I'm gonna be
on the
so mad.
last race. I can see it happening
It's gonna be
already.
unbelievable. Fifth place. I'm playing it safe because I have to. Uh, Charles Leclerc is getting fifth. I know
Okay,
he won it last year and he does well here most of the time.
I like it. I
Ray is
like it.
not on the same level as any of the others. And I think that's pretty evident. So Charles is getting fifth. Fourth, mostly because I want this to happen. Also because I feel like the pressure is getting to him, as I continuously say.
Like it.
Oscar Piastri at fourth.
I like it. I like it. Love Oscar, but I like it. We need some points gained here.
Exactly. In third, you said we were going to be different. We're not. George Russell is getting third, Mr. Consistency. He looked
Okay.
very good last week. He never was really in trouble at all.
Seriously,
Um,
I don't know what Mercedes has done recently, but him and Kimmy, I think, both looked
he's
fantastic.
also still driving for a contract, so he knows he has to perform. Not
True.
that he really has
True.
to, but he needs
Considered.
to, right?
True. Very true.
So that leaves first and second, and there's two people that are very noticeably missing, and I think we know who they both are. I think it is very evident that Max, when he's under pressure and when he needs to perform, performs every single time. if he wants any chance at the championship, he needs to continue to perform. Granted, he also needs Lando and Oscar to have some struggles, which have happened a little bit in the last couple of weeks. I don't think that's going to happen this week with the struggles for Lando, but I do think Max is going to win the race. So I'm going to go Lando in second, and I think Max is winning, which
No,
is going to be a pretty big swing of points because Max I also have winning the sprint. So,
that's both.
um, I think it's the first. I don't know if I did that last week. I did. I did put Max to win last week, but I think that's the last 2 weeks are the only 2 weeks I've done. So that leaves us with one more, the bonus we need to do.
It's both. Can't believe you put Max.
Let's see.
All right, let me get my spinny wheel out.
Nah, do the random number generator.
I don't want that. I like my spinning
Fine, fine,
wheel.
fine, fine. But you got to spin it once before you do it
I'll
because
spin it
I'm
three
not
times.
picking
Use the
20th
arrow.
again.
Okay, I'll spin it now. Spinning. Watch it land on like five.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, look, it's on seven.
Ah, I'll take that. Ooh,
Okay.
6. So, all right.
So, do you want to take it or do you want me to
I'll take
respin?
6. Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm guessing the top five and sixth. Cool.
All
Uh,
right.
that's actually really good for me. Really, really good for me. You see the phone? The blur is
I
there,
see the
but
phone. I see the phone.
let me unblur this real quick. Can we focus? We're not focusing, but it's fine. All right. You're just gonna have
I
to trust me
trust.
on this.
I trust. I trust. Four.
Generate 16. You can't see it, but
Okay.
it's 16.
Yay. Um.
I also fully lied. I will not be picking SD Bessie to get sixth as much as you probably will.
Oh no. I mean, that's fair.
I'm playing to win the game, Sid.
You know what? 16. Let's go, Bortoletto.
Gabriel Bortaletto.
Go Bortoletto. Looks like he was 17. I don't trust Colapinto to do well for some reason. We don't talk about my Esty Bestie's 18th place.
I'm not doing that. I was gonna put Kimmy, but I've changed my mind.
Okay, I was also saying I would do the same thing. I was thinking.
Um, Coda is a race that all of these drivers always love. Kimmy doesn't have the experience on it, and I think everyone that does is usually pretty good on it. So why not pick the person with the second most experience on the grid because Fernando Alonso is on the grid. Lewis Hamilton's getting sixth, and if he doesn't get sixth, I'm just gonna say it now. It's gonna be Alex Albon. I'm not obviously putting anything on that. I think it's gonna be Lewis. If it isn't Lewis, it is Albon because he said Alex Albon. In the video that I watched, he was ranking his top tracks. It was Silverstone 1 and Coda 2. So he likes that track too. But I think everyone likes that track. So
I like it. I also would have put Hamilton. So, same
we're,
page.
we're on the same page today. It's great.
We're very on the same page there. I like it.
And I think
Like
that's
it.
all we have. And we
Yeah.
said this was going to be a short episode. This was another lengthy episode, I believe. So
A little
we
bit late the episode, you know. I
we
like
take that.
it.
We take that at
I
all
like
time.
it. I like it. An exciting week. I'm
Exciting
excited.
weekend coming.
I'm very excited, if you can't tell. I am literally, my
Subscribe
bags
and
are
follow
packed.
the Instagram. Sydney's getting the access to it today, and
Follow the
we have some fun. We have
Instagram, follow the YouTube, like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment,
the whole nine,
the whole shebang, you know.
whole shebang. And yeah, have a great weekend.
Love it.
Let's go to Coda. I'm very excited for you, and I'm very jealous, but next year
You'll be there in spirit.
I'll be there in spirit. All right.
Love
Thank you
it.
guys for watching. See you later.